back to the ghetto where we're from. When the job put us on form, my house will never go off-road. My mother now I get yes old. Your son Khim Swaqq, he did jackpot. Penetrating a different town. By a shorty that I never met before. Later upon how she has a husband. Military king man, I was pulled down. But an angel could have go without you understand? I came with that balance. I could sing 30% of Dinka, 70% of Patois. And this is how I've changed the industry. I changed it totally from there. Everybody started doing dancehall music rapidly, back to back. You understand?
Yo, welcome to another episode of MM Podcast. With you is Yuen, that is your favorite host, and with me today is a specialist. You know what a specialist is, and we don't have so many specialists around East Africa. So guess who?
The one I am. I don't know, say we have never had one, and this is one of the special moments. I don't know, say with one podcast host and my friend Ayuan, as he said already. Yeah. So yeah.
Yo, welcome to MM Podcast. Khim, man, you are one of the most electrifying artists in East Africa, coming out from South Sudan. How does it feel being back in Nairobi, especially for such a massive album launch that is the OVROAD?
It's a blessing always coming back to Nairobi, my brother, because Nairobi is like a blessed place for me. I have a lot of memories with Nairobi, and coming back here, it's always it's not even an option. It's always a must, because this is home. Yeah, so I'm happy to be back. Yeah.
That's massive, bro. You have been in the music industry for over a decade. That shows your seniority. Now take us back to the early days of Khim Swaqq. What was that defining moment that you realized, yeah, this music, this is my destiny? Like, when was that moment?
I think it was right away from the moment when I felt that I needed to tell the world whom I am. So I didn't hesitate. So all I did was to stand up and express myself to the society and later on to the region, So I've always looked at my craft as something that expresses me more than me just explaining in a person. So when I noticed it, I just had to do it.
So that was like your medium of expressing your message, like you found it easier to express through music.
Yeah, because music speaks a lot, because it speaks to a lot of people you don't know. If it speaks to the world, the people, you can heal the world while not knowing them in particular. So me, I felt like I needed to say a lot that I couldn't express in person, because growing up in a society whereby children are not allowed to express, and we're always beaten when we want to say something or express something. So I grew up having a lot in my heart, you understand? So in that sense, it so happened that I was talented and I could just use that as the only tool.
So you grew up with this thing in mind that I have to express all these feelings through music.
Actually, I didn't grow up in mind saying that I will have to express a thing through music. I grew up having a heavy heart of not talking. So when I looked at music, it was the only way.
That was the only way. To talk with the crowd,
yeah,
to express yourself.
Yes.
Now, when was that year? Like, when was that? Like, what year was it?
It was way back, man. As long as I remember, I started singing in primary school.
Bro.
I started singing in primary 4, 5, 6. I went to senior 1, senior 2. I was already a star. So I grew up with it. It is something that grew up with me. So I can't say that, because I came onto the spotlight in 2016, that's when I started singing. No, that's a lie, I was singing way back, and it has been part of my life. Everybody who knows me at least has always attached music to my name.
So let's pick it from the specialist aspect of your music.
Mm-hmm.
When was that when you decided to say that I am the specialist? Because now if we talk about you starting from primary, this is something you have mastered. It was a talent, but and then you mastered it with. So when was that time that you decided that I am the specialist?
From when I started singing, when I was young.
You knew you were bad from the first day.
Yeah, from the day we are bad.
Bad from day one.
Yeah, bad from
that
day
is what
one.
the specialist thing came from.
You can't say I'm gonna be bad after a certain time. No,
Badness
is from the band.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah,
we don't have many special artists, not those who have like specialized.
Yeah.
But here we have a dancehall specialist.
Yeah.
People should put a respect to that
bro.
specialist thing.
Let me tell you, I don't like mixing a lot, and that's why I don't like mixing my friends. Understand?
Another thing.
Yeah,
that's why you don't mix friends.
Yeah, so I don't mix friends, and that comes with how I don't mix certain things. I don't like mixing a lot, and that's why I don't mix my women. So, like I like being specialized on certain things. This is a take you have to make as a human being. You can't jump from here and there, here and there. You have to have an identity and a direction.
See, that's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's a good blend of what you do as a person with your music.
Yes.
They go along.
Yes. Don't like people with different personalities. Like how you express yourself and how you be in life. It's how you have to sing your music.
That's dope.
Because you can't complicate. Me not too fierce person, say.
No.
Me not like playing two characters,
You cannot like something celebrating. That's not like this.
Yeah.
Now let's take it to the country that's South Sudan. Yeah, we have our rich culture, but South Sudan hasn't always been at the forefront of the East African music. That is the same we have not been there. Other countries have been dominating. Now, how did you break through? Given that you are now established in East Africa, not only in South Sudan, you are now one of the most talked artists in East Africa coming from South Sudan. How did you venture into that and then you had to break through?
Through persistency, I can say that because I'm so consistent with what I'm doing, and I believe so much in what I'm doing. And what I'm doing, a lot of people resonate with it among all these regions. You understand? So what I'm doing is a cosmopolitan thing. It doesn't leave anyone out. It could not be only East Africa, even Africa, even to the world later. What I'm doing is sellable, it's marketable, it's some sort of ad that I package for everybody to consume. And that's why me not run out of line, because me know a lot of people are gonna consume it later on. Yeah. So me stick to my thing and me want just push it. It could take time, me don't know, but then me know eventually people are gonna take it.
Walk out.
Yeah.
And that tells me something like the consistency.
Yeah.
And when you came into the musical scene in South Sudan, let's talk about the song. We remember the camera. And then you also had another collab that was Turn Me On. And these were one of the biggest hits in the country back then.
Yeah.
See? Now that is and you found some of your fans was if Khim is coming, that guy is hits after hits. And then I was if you could maybe tell me some of his songs, bro, let him sing Cover Up. Because that is a massive song.
That's a Genesis.
And you said Genesis and it was a hit and you're still doing hits now. Yeah. That is the consistency.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say that it's not with most of our artists.
Yeah.
You see somebody coming with a hit song today and it's overtaken by the hype, and then he drops. But consistency is when you do something good and you're I'm gonna beat that. See? And now talking about Camera and then Turn Me On, those were your Genesis, right? Those were the biggest hits back in Juba then.
Yeah.
Now what was that experience seeing your music dominate the industry?
You see, when I did Camera, I was having a couple of songs down that I was doing them so much with my patois, because I wanted to just do this to the people that may consume it. I was not doing it for everyone, So getting to know the market, because boy child have to have some money in the pocket by the end of the day,
Yeah.
So I had to blend in with my language. And before you know it, it's one of the kind, because not a lot of people were blending dancehall with dinka at that time. You know, it was few, but then they were not singing like 60% of patois and then 40% of dinka. You know, say. So I came with that balance. I could sing 30% of dinka, and then 70% of patois, and this is how I've changed the industry. I changed it totally from there. Everybody started doing dancehall music rapidly. You understand? So I'm not like giving myself credit if others don't want to give me, but those are the facts. You know? So getting a hit like that, I knew I was gonna get some Lego Chada in my pocket. You know? That was the focus, bro. Yeah. That was the focus. Remember how we used to sleep in that, you know?
Thing, you know?
Yeah. So we used to live in those
small stuff, bro.
You know?
And the struggle was real.
So I needed to survive, but then I was not surviving solely with patois. You know, I had to bring the people who could listen to my lingo, my dialect, the Dinka one, you know. Because, you know, dance at home before you dance international.
That is like,
you know. So, like,
okay.
when people now talk of me not doing so much in Dinka, I just want to be like, they just knew me today. You know, they just knew me today. But then, that's the blend when I started doing that. And then immediately I dropped Apala. You forgot.
Bro, that was the mothers, like, let's not even talk about Apala right now.
Yes. So, you know, so I got to realize that, okay, I have the potential to drop the hit. And then, of course, I'm excited because girls are calling you to say, oh, what a nice song, you know. What a nice song, what a nice vibe, you know. And then when you go into the party, the girl come and jump, you know. So you feel like, yeah, we need I need more hits, you know the vibe. So, literally, those are small excitements that got me moving. But realizing the bigger picture was the business side of the work. Of music. So I had to leave everything and then I focused on the business side of music. So business side of music was gonna sustain me to continue recording, shooting videos, and sustaining myself. Cause I've never faded since I came up. I can say that. I've always been fresh, dressing well, cause I understood the business. I've always been feeding myself. You've never seen me very thin. I want to die. No offense, don't understand. We're not offending anyone, but we're trying to. This is technical, so if you take it negatively, you may not feed. But then if you want to feed in this, take it serious. Yeah, take it serious. Take it on a positive note. You know how deep I love dancehall.
That is the culture now, bro.
You know, so looking at how I was influenced by the Gaza people, the Tomalis, the Who, and then later on I got to learn music in variety. I got to draw a lot of inspiration from other dancehall artists that are not from Gaza, that are singing well, that are doing well, and they are contributing to the culture. I got also to learn and appreciate some Afrobeat artists and reggae artists and other artists now came
put
in.
Them together.
With time you grow, you get to understand more, you get to love how people conduct their businesses and how the music in general So the music in general inspires me. But then the roots were from the Caribbean music.
And that is, I would say, okay, Khim represents the culture now.
Yes.
If somebody like talks about dancehall, you have to mention Khim Swaqq because it's the culture.
Yes, it's the
dancehall culture.
Yes, it's the dancehall culture.
And you're keeping it strong.
Because let me tell you, when I wanted to sing, I didn't want to sing to sing other things out of dancehall. Because I'm a fan of music. If you sing other things out of dancehall, I will clap for you. But then now, the problem is that when I release a dancehall hit song, it will intimidate other people that are not singing dancehall. So if you're intimidated, just sing it. Because I'm not going to sing opera, I'm not going to sing other things. I didn't come to the industry to do that. I came to sing dancehall.
You came and followed your culture.
So if you tell me, hey bro man, can you try this? I look at you and be like,
what am I doing with that?
Do you know how I came in?
And do you know how I
do you know why I want to do music? Because let me tell you, I can survive without music. Because I'm the only boy and how powerful people civilian that can support me.
See,
from today I can leave music Today I can lead music, I can own a house, I can own anything, through my siblings and my hard work. Cause I'm not
hard work. Wait,
you know?
your educational background.
Yes,
we studied together, Khim.
Yes, bro.
And this is something most artists maybe when somebody has ventured.
But they can know from the way I speak, so you can't explain much.
Because when you hear somebody talking about like siblings and a very good family background, no, even out of that, we have made it out of music. We have been.
That's why I added my hustle. But then now looking at where I am and how I can survive as a person, I can't survive any time without this thing I'm doing. But then I do academically, I can get myself a job. I can do anything. You know what I mean? But then by the end of the day, there is always something that you have to leave a mark on. There's something you have to fight for in your life. Me, instead of fighting for everything, I chose to fight for legacy. I want a child from South Sudan to get an opportunity of doing dancehall and being supported freely, minus criticism that I passed through and other people went through.
You see, that is why I would always say like the dancehall culture will always have the name Khim Swaqq if we talk about South Sudan.
Infinity blessing, bro.
Yeah, and the blend of music that you brought in, the Monjang language and then the Patois, lives up to today. And it's dominating. Not even only dancehall, but it has gone to other genres of music like the Afro.
Yes.
People do it and you have to be proud like, man, I did that, I started that.
Yes.
And this is a legacy. Somebody will be like, okay, this guy was the one who started this.
Sure.
And if they play songs like Camera,
I was very impressed when this young boy released a big hit on TikTok. Gaga Specialist.
Yeah. Can you?
Bro, yeah. I'm Wemga from South Sudan. Yes. You understand? So that song.
That was the real blame, yeah.
Yes. This girl is from South Sudan. You know.
From South Sudan.
Chatting. So releasing such songs and him singing it in a nice melody and people vibing to it, I felt like, oh.
That was the youngest Khim Swaqq, like
yes, I was like, oh, the culture is growing. Because it's not only one.
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of people, but with the time they will reveal. But right now, we have known him and we have to embrace him. So, that's me like, okay, what I'm trying to do, that people will do it and people love it more. So, I won in life.
That is like, it's like you are at peace now, knowing that the future of dancehall music is in the same hands.
Yes, because tomorrow, I'm gonna choose other paths because you can't always remain in one thing.
See?
You know, time will come when I'm aging and then I'll be like, okay, it is another chapter now. But then it's still, I'm gonna be in the music business.
You will guide people, bro.
You know, yes, I will have to be in the music business if I'm choosing to do any other thing. But then, it's already now showing like good signs. It is cooling me down and I'm so happy.
That is dope.
You know? So by the end of the day, if it is so happen that many people like him come, there's that group that is gonna come and represent the dancehall culture, and they're gonna survive
because it's something.
And they're going to employ other people. They're gonna employ their directors. They're gonna employ their dancers. They're gonna employ their how do you call their managers. They're gonna employ their technical. Everybody, like an artist can employ up to 100 designers. What you know? They're gonna employ a certain number of the youth in South Sudan. That the government cannot create those jobs without dancers.
And this is where we should be looking into.
You see? So now, I have my designer, I have my people at my office that work for me, I have my manager, and then when we get the money, we share it together. Not like government can give us that money.
It's not like a salary.
It's not like a salary. It is through dancer.
See that? So you should get the dancer pays, bro, because
yes, every genre pays. I think also Afro music does that.
Yeah.
Any other music does that, because I'm talking
but when you specialize
music, yes, but music can employ a lot. So we should invest in it, groom it, and have variety of genres.
And be consistent with them.
And then those genres,
market them too.
they're gonna employ a lot of youth. And before you know it, all the youth are gonna focus on doing something, and the rent of being criminals and idle, will reduce.
Look at that.
And they're going to feed their families. But the government cannot do that.
That is
So
where
we should embrace
that.
new generations, unique things. Let's not just stick to what we know as Dinka people or South Sudanese.
Perfect. Now, Kim, now let's get to the stage.
Yes.
This is where people know Khim Swaqq is the baddest. Like all the concerts that you have done, your fans always like, Kim killed this, Kim did this. Now tell us about your stage performance, the insane energy that you do always put. Like, do you have like how should even I put it? Do you have like a secret, maybe, or like a stash it, or maybe do you have like a secret fuel that you use so that like when you come to the stage, it's a positive vibe, it's an energy, like you keep everyone entertained? How do you do that?
You know, when you are chosen for something, you are going to be known that you are chosen for that with the way you express it.
So that's a pure.
So now you cannot say, I'm chosen to be a music god, and then I handle it like a thief.
You have to show that you are the one.
It has to come
But it's
and exposes me. So the demon that chose me for music just exposes me.
do everything.
Yes.
That is the energy.
Yes, it possesses me. I don't even know how
How
it
it
happens. But then I know I was chosen for this, and there's a God that chose me for this. So once I have a chance to express, they come in to expose it more.
They are always with you.
Yes,
So the music is from the soul.
yes,
The dancehall music is from your
Yes,
soul, and
yes.
when you are given that opportunity to express it,
it
comes direct from the pure
spirit
spirit.
takes control.
music is spiritual. Right?
Yes, so the spirit takes control, and this spirit comes in a form of me seeing fans interacting with me.
There's the pure joy,
so
the
when I
love,
see the
and
transparent of happiness and excitement, it keeps me moving and engaging with them.
because that is something that
That is something that has its own sponsors. It's not
that is
me.
from the soul. That is the
I was
spirit.
chosen to do this. So
And you
once
do
I
it.
have time, they
Yeah.
sponsor it,
And
and I do it.
perfectly.
Yes, because by the end of the day, when I'm talking like that, a lot of people are gonna get confused. But I'm just easily saying, like, if you're chosen for something, why do you fear? Do you fear
Do
to
it,
express it?
So you
You have
are
to show
the
people,
chosen
yes,
one.
yes, I'm chosen, and I have to express it that I'm chosen.
Definitely.
Yes.
And man, that's crazy because having that kind of energy is not what. By the way, I was once an artist, and I
But
would
you can still do it later for fun.
yeah, bro, but the energy, bro, the energy. Well, I love that energy, and it's good to know that it comes from.
So when you were
Spirit.
performing, how did you feel? Even if nobody clap for you, but you have the mic,
Bro, you
how do
have
you
to
feel?
jump, bro. You have to stop like and.
That's
How I used to do it, bro.
Yes, yes.
It's
that's it.
hard to get the fan base,
Yes.
so they have also to acknowledge your energy.
Yeah.
Your energy,
Yes.
and that's where like you get them like supporting you. So your stage performance, you didn't do any preparation,
I don't
no
prepare.
rehearsals. Like,
I've never been rehearsal for the dances I make.
it's just like let's go.
Yes, bye. Let's have a party. Because you ordered for me and I have to deliver it.
So now
Uh,
to the quality there, because the music industry is always like having the test of quality. Your music videos are always like top tier, visually creative, and also like stylish. And so, what goes into the process of making these bangers? And is there like a particular video that stands out for you? Because like you stylish, the creativity, bro, and the quality. Like, tell us about how you do this.
I think it comes with how people grow in doing things. So you can see my growth from the early videos and the videos I'm trying to do now, and also from the audios, from the sound and the sound I'm trying to do now. So I choose to grow each and every time. I make sure I grow. I make sure I'm better than the one
The
on yesterday.
previous.
Yes.
So you see your
So,
benefit.
so if I've seen like I've had nice fashion here, fashion sense, my clips were amazing. Now I look at, was it the money that made it amazing? Was it the money, or was it the people I was working with, or was it just the chemistry with the director? Because all these things come together. To make a good video is not just about how much you pay. It's not about how much you've designed yourself or any other thing like that. Most times it's how you've known the people, the chemistry you have with the director, the understanding of the script, and also how you want to grow as a person. So if, let's say, if you give them 100,000 Kenya shilling this time, then tomorrow come with at least 120. At least the director will know that, oh, you guys are growing.
And you also put in some
yes, you are putting in and you're growing. So create always a space to grow.
So it's like a learning process.
Yes, create a space to grow with one particular person. I'm not saying it's good to work with always one person, because you have to try different talented people. But then you first look for the charisma, the understanding. So you have to create that chemistry with one person at least for some time to get you somewhere. And then later on, you can do with other people, or you can still grow so long as the work is being produced. So I go to stick to one person for like 5 years now. Stick to one person and then trying to motivate them like, each and every time. So with the audio I do that, with the video I do that, and even with the designers.
That's what you do.
Yes. So that's how it comes about.
It's
not like I'm special.
But yeah, you took it upon yourself that you have to learn each and every step, and you have to keep on motivating yourself and
because
the team.
I could sit here and say, man, I pay a lot of money, my nigga, no. But that's like, why do you want to create that image? Yet you can tell your brothers a step that they can learn on. We are here not to brag. We are just here to push the industry together on certain things like this. I don't always compliment on money in my videos.
Perfect. Definitely.
In my production, I'm not gonna compliment on the money, because I believe like there are a lot of kids with no opportunities that I have, that I need them to know at least these small steps they can change.
Definitely. Yes. Never tell people that I shot that video with like over $10,000 US.
Never.
Somebody will look at himself and like, there's no way I'm gonna make that money.
Yes.
You see, and you have kids.
Yet sometimes when most of these people that mention figures, they be lying.
Definitely.
Yes.
See?
So they need the high, but they don't know the breaking, the discouraging people who don't have the opportunity.
Like assuming if I look up to Khim and Khim tell me that he did a video of like $5,000 US, and I'll be like, man, I wanted to be like him, but that figure, there's no day I'm gonna make it. And then that's like
you start losing the.
But if tell them, work hard, learn from this step. Today, like
they can always try with whatever they have. But they, from what they have, once they've done it, they can always add the bonus as you grow.
It's a learning curve. Artists and those who want to venture into the music industry.
So I don't want to mention figures, because I really do pay. By then, it's not important. Because I didn't start paying that high from the beginning. I have videos that I was doing at $300, $200.
And they were good.
Yes, and they were good. But then, it was just, even the Dergal video, I did it at $300. Yes.
Dergal?
Yes. But because I had a chemistry with the team, with everybody, like, it's not about the money sometimes. It's the chemistry, because after shooting that girl, we had already 4 videos of geography. So that was like, we had Oliver, of which I paid 10 million Ugandan shillings.
Yeah, Oliver was like.
But then now, do you see? I'm just being honest. Yeah. That's how much I paid for Oliver, because Oliver was super dope and everything. But then now, shooting Derrick that became bigger than Oliver, I did it at 300. So it is chemistry, how we worked for a very long time, and how we, that's why I was like mentioning. Yes.
Work with one person.
Yes.
There's that kind of like, he learns from you and you learn from how he does things. And that's how like the Derrick Pro. Derrick is, I didn't even.
So when you look at 3K, that's like 3,000 or 4,000. I mean 10M, that's like 4,000 or 3,000. Yes, at that time that was a lot. Yeah, so you see.
And now let's talk about the biggest talk of this year. That is the OVROAD album launch, bro. And we are in Nairobi. And that is the biggest talk right now.
Yeah.
Everywhere it's like
Off-road.
off-road.
Celebrating how we cross the road. Well, easy when the people talk about me.
Now, like, what's the meaning behind that? Like,
I've already said it.
that is like I just heard it like.
I said celebrating how we cross the road. Well, it's not easy when the people talk about me.
So now, what can your fans expect from this? Because I feel like this is gonna be more than the previous times we were in Nairobi. What should they expect?
More fire every time. We give them more fire. So what I want them to expect is that Khim Swaqq is gonna come extra ready. The event is gonna be decorated and be managed more than the previous. Like everything is gonna be more than the previous because we have learned from the past and are gonna get the best.
Just like the work in the OVROAD album, bro.
So about the album, bro, that album stressed me because I was depressed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I recorded the album when I'm so depressed. I had a lot.
So all that quality was from depression, bro.
I think looking at what I love and how to express myself, I was so depressed in my life, and I even didn't know what I was recording, to be honest. Just that I was fighting so much to bring out the album because I had posted it. So I had a lot of challenges in my life. I had a lot of things that I could not control.
Now, having gone through that and in the back of your mind, did you once like believe that okay, OVROAD was gonna be this big?
To my surprise, I believed.
And you're going through a lot, but you just wanted like to push it.
Yeah,
but you knew
whenever I'm working, I know God is in.
Man, definitely.
And I know my God doesn't let me down.
Definitely, everything you do is
yes, I knew I was depressed, but I knew my fans needed to change their ears. They needed to clean their eardrums.
Some good melodies.
With a lot of crap that was happening in the industry that was poisoning their ears, I needed to clean it up with my
with some good album.
Yes. But then now, I was having a lot of challenges, but I conquered them through music.
Definitely.
And I didn't want to dwell on that because I'm a happy person. You can't always dwell on negativity. So somebody is gonna say, how was he depressed yet he did not even cry in
some of the videos that
instead of me crying, I made the girls crying over me.
Okay. Now, what was that? Because you might have heard maybe some personal song.
Yes.
What song was the most personal song to you in the album? Because out of depression, maybe something comes from the heart, from your soul.
There were the 3 takes of Cry Over Me. I don't want to sing everything. I said,
did you have some love kind of heartbreaks?
No, like if you listen to that song, I'm celebrating my victory. But then I'm saying, we give back to the ghetto where we're from. When the job put us on form, my house will never go off-road. My mother now wipe your tears off. Your son Khim Swaqq, he did jackpot. Penetrating a different town. By a shorty that I never met before. Later on how she has a husband, military king man, house full of gun. But an angel could have come with a body. You understand? I started by expressing my emotions. But then now, even if I have the emotions, I was still having my life going on and landing into somebody's
business. The militarist.
Yes. So you can go through a lot, but don't choose to dwell in that. Don't dwell on the negativity. That's why I started it like negative. Like so emotional, and then now we had fun. Before you know it, we're clubbing. But then I've said what I wanted to say.
The message is clear.
It's done. I don't need the whole song.
But
I need just lines.
And that's done.
And then we go party.
So that was like more of a personal kind of...
That was a personal song, and I'm glad that God made it through to people.
Yeah, and people...
And then also John Garang.
Okay.
John Garang groove on. I feel like I'm gypsy but to more. I swear life is too good to spend it on wars. Look that John Garang groove on. You
So in a slow vibes,
Mm.
how do you put them like word by word?
It was like, remember 1955, Anyanya soldiers fighting for freedom, unity, live it together. Love is the answer, peace, namaste. Younger and grown, I feel like I'm too sick tomorrow. I swear life is too good to spend it on wars. Looked at younger and grown.
Okay, this was
My
the message.
bless my eyes. Life is beautiful thing, but more better with love.
So you are preaching love. You are discouraging people from spending their lives through wars and stuff like that.
So I was telling Junubin,
Yeah.
whatever initiations that you're going, whatever condition you're going in, war is not the what? That's why I was, life is too good. Then spending it in what?
The war center.
Yes. So Junubin have chosen all this violence, not knowing that the lives of the young generation need to be secured
With love, bro.
with love than war, you know.
Mm.
So when I used John Garang, a lot of people did understand the concept. But when I looked at South Sudan, who is the only face that symbolizes peace is John Garang. When you look at John Garang's picture,
You know,
you look at
the
this
peace,
guy,
the
like,
unity,
yeah, the guy, you know,
it's a liberator and then it's a symbol of peace, bro.
is a symbol of peace. That is why I use his name.
In the song.
Yes, instead of saying, oh, we need peace, Emmanuel Kemba sang that all. No creativity there.
So that was already done. You wanted a different way.
So I wanted to say peace in a different way.
Way.
And I said it with a symbol of somebody that nobody's going to forget.
Bro. The father to the nation.
You get? So many people, when I posted it on TikTok, a lot of people came with negativity. But I knew some people are illiterate to a point whereby they can't consume the music. Because music needs you to understand.
Yeah.
Before you criticize music, first criticize how you are thinking about it.
Very good.
And there is positive criticism,
And then
there's
there's
the
the
negative.
negative.
So first analyze before you comment. Because sometimes you comment and you harm an artist who was meaning well.
You see? And the fact that you mentioned life is too good to be spent on war, bro. Why would somebody come with a negative comment?
Because they don't consume. They only hear the beats and they only look at you as somebody and then they want to just stalk. People are bored and are idle. Once you're idle, don't come to my page. I don't want idlers. I want people who consume what you're putting. Yes, because how do you say that? Why are you mentioning John Garang? Bro, can't you get ashamed?
Bro. Even a 10-year-old kid right now knows John Garang as a symbol of peace.
Nobody can feel offended mentioning John Garang. Because it's a tool of peace.
Yeah. And that's what we need to preach. As the
I
youth
was
today,
exercising my art
of preaching peace.
of preaching peace. And not mentioning monotonous things that have been preached already by the
You
artists.
see, and it's good that they have got to understand now the song. Like that's why I was like, okay, take it in slow motion, word by word.
Did I offend you?
Bro,
Are you not a Junubin?
you know me, bro. And I like the fact that John Graham was mentioned because that is my symbol of peace, bro.
Yes.
Everywhere I go, people know John Graham. Okay, I have been to overseas. And every time it's like John Garang. I South Sudan. Yeah, we know John
Now,
Garang.
let me
Stuff
tell
like
you.
that, bro. And
When we first came to Uganda as kids, they used to call us Garang.
Garang. Yeah, when I was in primary, Garang was the name. Like,
Yeah,
go Garang.
Yeah, go Garang.
Jammu.
So now, how do you get the audacity of hating such a person that has
No.
made you really
I should
recognize?
go to your comment section and I see this guy.
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
should
like,
reply them. Because when I was in Uganda, like I was literally young and I was called Garanga.
That means a lot.
Yes. So it's a tool of peace. It's our recognition.
And we should embrace Garang in
Yes.
so many ways.
So
and art,
Garang was
music.
a very, very, very emotional song.
Yeah.
And I needed to end this debate of us being sometimes tribalism and all
stuff
this
like
stuff.
that.
Me personally, I don't believe in tribalism, brother.
That's that shit, bro.
Me, I'm a Junubin. I want to be forever Junubin, and I want to always preach this without fear.
Yes. Preaching should be it should be like John Garang.
Yes.
He never had like boundaries. That's one thing.
No. Yeah.
He had love, bro. And he did it. He liberated the country.
Yes.
And if he comes back right now, he will be mad.
Everybody will still celebrate him, and every Junubin will still be happy. So by the end of the day, let's stop this negative criticism of you not consuming the lyrics. You know, music, it takes time. By the way, people think that when I play a song now and I listen to it that I've understood it. No. First, you need even to consume it for 1 month. I don't mind you listening to my song, cause me, I don't lay out my message in a very naked way. I cover it and I feed it to the people who can really go deep into listening of music. Yeah.
So now, with the aspect of peace, that is what we are preaching, and let's leave it that way.
Yes.
Now let's come to your craft. You are known for your passion game, stylish, as much as also be known in your music. Now, if you could only wear one fashion for the entire, or maybe for the rest of your career, what would it be?
It would be Gucci.
Gucci. That's a
I
big
love
brand,
Gucci,
bro.
man. Yeah, I love Gucci.
Gucci every now and
Yeah,
then.
I love Gucci. I love Gucci. I can't hesitate on that.
That's a big brand.
Yeah.
Now, and also, yeah, you have a crazy fan base, like especially in Uganda, in Kenya, in South Sudan, and also like in Rwanda. And now your fans are crying for you in Ethiopia. Bro, tell us, like, what is the wildest fan experience that you have ever had? Like the wildest.
Depending on how you interact with them, I feel like Junubin have same characters of perceiving an artist and how they go crazy with an artist. But I believe like, let me say Nairobi is good, Kampala is second. I feel like Juba is also crazy. But then when people are like partying and enjoying and singing and cheering, Nairobi comes first. I'm not gonna lie.